At its essence, mindfulness is being in the moment. It's really about being engaged with what we're doing in each moment rather than being in that distracted kind of mode where we're daydreaming about the past or the future or caught up in reactivity. And if you think about it, there are probably moments throughout the day actually that you already are mindful and present. You know, if you think about your hobbies, things that you enjoy doing, there's a pretty good chance that when you're doing them, you're engaged in the senses, fully immersed in that activity, and that when you're doing these things, you're happy and relaxed. Because of course that's why we seek these things out to be our hobbies, because there's something about being present and engaged that's actually very enjoyable. It also increases our performance as we learn to really focus and be present, to listen more effectively, to study more effectively, work more effectively, which is of course why this is being used in healthcare generally and more in education. And so mindfulness is an everyday experience of being engaged and present with whatever we're doing from moment to moment. And of course that's relatively easy to experience when we're doing things we enjoy, but for most of it it's a little harder when we're under the pump at work, stressed, when we're facing exams, when we're sitting in peak hour traffic. You know, for most people these would be times that we would tend to wander off into the default mode of worrying or dwelling or caught up in judgments and reactions or just daydreaming and not paying attention. So in moments like this, mindfulness becomes a practice. And it is something that we can practice, and of course anything we practice we get better at. And the practice of mindfulness is very simply to intentionally engage with whatever we're doing in the present moment, to notice when our mind invariably wanders off somewhere else, and then just to bring it back, and just to practice recognising that we've wandered and coming back over and over and over again. And as we do that, we actually, of course, get better at recognising, faster at coming back. We start to rewire the brain, and it becomes a much easier thing to do throughout the day whenever we need it. There are also a number of cognitive practices as well, such as acceptance, letting go, learning to focus on the present, these kinds of things, and we'll be exploring some of these.